my children. Welcome back to another Random Talk of Storytime. I'm Hillbilly Creeper, your host as always. Now, introductions are out of the way. If you hear any weird honking, beeping, and giggling and laughter, it's just my wife who invited a few friends over from her circus. Bunch of happy little critters. Weird too, but, well, what do you expect? I'm weird. And you're probably wondering, what did I do with those Jehovah's Witnesses in my last video? Well, what do you think? And I tried to feed them to my wife, but she didn't eat them. She said they tasted gross. Kind of like a hot diaper that's been puked and shit on twice. So, yes, that's a thing. And that's sad too, because not even my hogs would eat the bodies. That's bad when the hog doesn't eat anything, because, well, everybody knows hogs will eat anything. I guess they don't like Jehovah's Witnesses. They do like the Mormons, though. Pigs can't get enough of them. But yes, just ignore the noise. If you hear thumping and all that, just ignore that. Yes, honey, I'll feed you and your friends when I'm finished. Right now, I'm just trying to get a show out for everybody and all this. Alright? Alright. But yes. Now to the talking part. Again. Now, yesterday we lost a fine person that was a pillar of the celebrity community, Horace Leachman, who you might remember from classics like The Mary Tyler Moore Show and Saving Grace. But then again, who remembers that show from 2010? I do. But yes, she will be missed and loved forever. For those who loved her in classic films and shows, hell, some of you may not even remember her. Hell, some of y'all may not even remember me after a few years. Hell, for those who ain't born yet, I'm your Uncle Hillbilly. Hi. But yes, I tell you, last year and this year has been rough. If it ain't the virus and people going batshit crazy, it's people dying off of whatever will kill you. But you don't have to worry about nothing killing me, folks. I'm immortal. I can never die. And refuse to stay dead. Speaking of which, me being half demon ain't a bad thing. And you're probably thinking, you've died before? Yes, I've died before. You name it, it happened to me. Let's see here. Buried alive, torn apart, blown off by a shotgun, melted by acid, lava, well, hanged, you name it, it's happened to me. Don't forget a thing lodged in your eye like Michael Myers. Yes, that's happened too. Yeah, my eyeballs grow back after that. You're probably wondering, well, if I've been stabbed in the eye, how can I see? Again, half demon. I can regenerate any part of my body. Like if I lose a finger, comes back. If I lose all my fingers, grow back. So, same thing applies. It's like a lizard that loses its tail. Lose a tail, grows back. Lose a tail, grows back. Same way with me. But y'all didn't come here to listen to me jabber about my immortality. Or did you? No. It's something to jab about sometimes. People find it amazing that, well, you lose a limb, comes back. But, that's how it is with me. It ain't like with humans. Humans lose a limb, they start crying and beg for their life. Kind of like those Mormons did yesterday. But then again, nobody has come looking for them yet. But I highly doubt they cared. They probably thought that they ran away or left their religion behind and didn't care about Jehovah. I hate to tell you, Jehovah is not real. Jehovah does not exist. Hell, any other God exists. Not Jehovah. Hell, I'm inclined to believe there's a fucking spaghetti monster out there in space that I am Jehovah. Excuse me. But yes, I don't care about Jehovah's Witnesses or any type of religion. Never really cared about religion at all. But anyway, off topic. Okay, now that the rambling subsided and me talking about random shit is out of the way, you're probably here for a story, aren't you? Yeah. They're always here for a story. Let's see here. Oh, here's a good one. A story pulled from the Hillbilly Vault called Haunted Shack, as I called it. The reason why I call it a shack is because, well, it was a one bedroom with a basement that wasn't furnished, kitchen attached to the living room, etc., that type of place. But anyway, it goes like this. And let me get into my narration voice. When I was a little boy, about 10 years old, my mother went out of town, and I had to stay at my cousin's house. See, my cousin's family wasn't really all that rich and stuff like that. They were moderately poor, so to speak. So I stayed with them at their little house. Their house was a one-bedroom house, and it was all right. So I went over and I stayed a couple nights. Anyway, I got there, and me and my cousin played outside for a while, and then later we went inside, ate dinner, and after that we hung out, played video games, and then bedtime. I slept on the couch while his parents slept in the bed. He slept in the floor. So, as I was laying there, trying to sleep on this couch, laying there for a while, just doing nothing, that's when I saw something over in the kitchen area. Two red, glowing eyes coming from this mass that seemed to be growing on the wall. Now, mind you, this was no electronics. This was a bare wall. Nothing there that was lit up. No mirrors reflecting off of anything. Nothing. So, you would believe, yes, I was freaked out. So, I was watching this thing grow on the wall. And all at once I closed my eyes and prayed to God for a bit. And when I opened my eyes, it was gone. So I thought. What I didn't know was the thing had moved. And where it moved to was the wall next to the couch where I was. And when I looked beside me, I was looking back at it. It was right there in front of my face, staring back at me with those glowing red eyes, looking right into my soul. And I couldn't move. I was paralyzed. I was terrified. I was, hell, everything at this point. Seemed like an eternity doing like a twisted staring contest with this thing. And when I thought it couldn't get no worse, this thing spoke to me in a weird demonic voice. And what it said was, I will be watching you. And my blood went ice cold. And I was freaking out internally. And just like that, it disappeared. And I was able to move again. And that whole entire night, I did not sleep. Not at all. I stayed awake the whole entire night till morning. And I told my cousin's parents, my aunt and uncle, that what I saw, they didn't believe me, of course. They chalked it up to a child's imagination, just like every adult and every story. But I couldn't blame them. I couldn't believe it either, even though I did see it myself. And when I went home, I told my mother the same thing. She didn't believe me either. Of course, again, to be expected. Parents don't listen to shit. till that day, I do feel like something or someone is watching me. And that house is no longer there, by the way. The house has been demolished. Nothing there but a basement. If that's still there, unless they concreted that up too. But I don't know the history of that house. I don't know what the hell it was. All I know is it freaked the fuck out of me. And I was terrified wholeheartedly. So, yeah, that's my story. And I survived that. Well, boys and girls, I don't know about you, but yeah, that was weird. That story was weird. But anyway, that's it for Hillbilly Creepers Random Talk Story Time for today. I will come back tomorrow, try to have more material, hopefully. I always say this, but usually never true. But stay creepy, stay crazy, and try to stay alive. And I will see you tomorrow. Hey, will you put that down? I told you to quit juggling that. That is a precious heirloom over there. But anyway, talk to y'all tomorrow. And remember, Uncle Creeper loves you even after you're dead. Hey, stop that!